Dump point or seal point. As gas velocity is lowered below the weak point, the fraction of liquid leaking increases until all the liquid fed to the tray leaks through the holes and none reaches the down point. So yun. Weak point, gas velocity at which leaking first becomes noticeable. So kapag nag-start na, pagka siguro nagka-weaking ay nagbabago yung gas velocity, tapos yun yung tinatawag na weak point. Next naman ay yung turn down. Turn down. The turn down ratio is the ratio of the normal operating gas throughput to the minimum allowable gas flow. Vapor channeling. When the vapor channels through the tray region, because of the high vapor velocity, premature entrainment flood and excessive entrainment happens. At this point, other regions are being deficient with vapor and tend to leak. This event lowers tray efficiency. Punta tayo sa tray efficiency. Ang overall column efficiency ay hindi nakalagay yung formula, pero sulat mo na. So yung overall tray efficiency so yun, may mga problems na given yung overall efficiency tapos pinapakuha yung actual trays. Yung number of ideal trays ay ginagamitan ng mga stepping off, like yung ginagawa ng kawanti. EOG equals yn minus 1 over y not n minus y minus yn minus 1. Yung sa point efficiency, parang kumukuha lang ng isang point dun sa tray. Tapos, dun kinukuha yung efficiency niya. Kasi yung Murphy efficiency naman, dun siya ginagamit, parang pang buong. Ano nangyari, Johnny? Ano nangyari? Ayan. Yung point efficiency, bali kumukuha lang ng isang point. Tapos doon kukunin yung efficiency, tapos yung Murphy naman, parang dun sa buong area. Tapos yan yung sa prediction ng tray efficiency. Tapos factors affecting tray efficiency. Malapit na makakos. Errors in vapor liquid equilibrium at very low relative volatility. Small errors in GLE have a huge impact on the tray efficiency. Liquid flow patterns on large tray. Liquid crosses the tray in blood flow, which with superimposed backmixing and that the vapor is perfectly mixed. Increasing the tray diameter results to liquid blood flow and suppresses the backmixing. As yung wear height. The taller wear height increases the liquid level in the tray, both in the front and emulsion regime, increases the interfacial area and vapor contact time and increases efficiency. Length of liquid flow path. Efficiency increases with longer liquid flow path, enhance the liquid vapor contact time, and the significance of the liquid flow. Fractional hole area. A decrease in the fractional hole area results in an increase in efficiency. Hole diameter. The effect of hole diameter in efficiency is small or sometimes negligible. Vapor liquid load and refluxation. Meron silang small effects sa efficiency. Viscosity and relative volatility. When there is a decrease in viscosity and relative volatility, there is an increase in efficiency. Surface tension, pressure at maldistribution. Pressure efficiency slightly increases with pressure. At pressures greater than 10 to 20 bars at high degrees, vapor entrainment occurring into the damp hammer becomes significant, and there is a decrease in ray efficiency. As you have distribution, it can cause reduction of efficiency in the multi-pass trace. Ready na ang tanong. What is the effect of liquid rates on entrainment? Sino po makakita? Anong effect ng liquid rates sa entrainment? Ayan. So dahil wala naman, sabihin ko na lang. Kapag tumataas yung rate, unang-una ay nag-decrease yung entrainment, but eventually ay mag-increase din siya. Pag dumating na dun sa rate. Ayan. Pero naman sa next report, kaya tawagin ko ng pack column. Meron ka liquid inlet sa taas, and then liquid outlet sa baba, and then yung gas outlet sa taas, and then the gas inlet sa bottom. So, definition, nasabi na rin ito kanina, pero recap lang, kapag pack columns, meron ka cylindrical column equipped with a gas inlet and a distributing space at the top. So, wala. Basta dito sa taas ay yung gas, gas outlet nila sa taas, and then the gas inlet at the bottom, and then filled yung iyong column ng tower packings.
Taas na bottom. Yung taas. Yung taas na bottom.
Ang ginagamit natin na liquid stream ay pure solvent or a dilute solution of the pure solvent and the solute. Tapos yung outlet liquid naman ay strong liquor kasi yung solute mo from the gas stream ay inabsorb na ng liquid stream mo. Kaya strong liquor na tawag sa kanya. And then, pack covering kernel. So these are the parts of the pack column. So, meron kang tower shell, yung pinaka-body ng yung column. And then, you have a mist eliminator. Ito yung picture ng mist eliminator. And then next, we have packings. Ito yung packings, and then ito naman yung distributors para evenly ma-spread yung streams mo. Either on the liquid stream, meron distributor, and then the gas stream, meron din distributor yung iyong pack columns. And then we have redistributors, para to facilitate the mixing of the liquid stream and the gas stream. And then we have support plates. So usually siya ay perforated streams, and they usually have large open area so that plugging will not occur. So what are packings? Packings provide large surface area for mass transfer, and they are usually made of plastic but can be ceramic or metal. If desired mo na yung iyong column ay lighter, ang ginagamit usually ng packing ay plastic. Pero kung yung material or yung streams na gagamitin mo ay pwede mag-cause ng corrosion, ang ginagamit na packings ay ceramic. Packing classes. According to Perry, there are three classes of packings. The first one is the random or dump packings. Ito yung mga pictures ng usual types of random packings. They are discrete pieces of packing of specific geometric shape that are dumped or randomly packed into the column shell. And then the next type is structured or systematically arranged packings. They are thin layers of corrugated sheets or wire mesh, and the sections of these packings are stacked in the column. Yung first two types, the random and the structured, ay yun usually ginagamit in the commercial practice. The third type, They are liquids. These are also systematically arranged packings, but instead of wire mesh or corrugated sheets, these use an open lattice structure. Itong grids naman, the application is usually limited to heat transfer and wash surfaces where high fouling resistance is required. So in choosing the type of packing to be used, ito dapat yung mga i-consider natin. Ayan. Number one, it should have a large wetted surface area per unit volume of packed space so as to present a potentially large interstitial area for space contacting. And then, it should have a large void volume. It should have good wetting characteristics. It should be corrosion resistant, lalo na kung yung streams mo ay pwede mag-cause ng corrosion. And then, it should have a low bulk density. It should be relatively inexpensive. So why do we use packings? The objective of any packing is to maximize efficiency for a given capacity at an economic cost. So para ma-achieve itong goals na to, according to Perry, the packings are usually shaped to number one, maximize specific surface area or the surface area per unit volume. And then number two, spread the surface area uniformly. Number three, maximize the void space per unit column volume. Minimize friction. Minimize costs. Ayun. Parang kapareho lang din siya nung parang kung bakit tayo dapat pumili ng, kung bakit tayo pipili ng package. Hindi yung parang sa objectives. So since pinresent namin yung two most common types, which is the tray columns, tsaka yung pack columns, or yung tray columns kasi pwede rin tawag sa kanya yung pack columns, at plate columns kasi marami siya mga trays or plates. So paano ba natin malalaman kung ang dapat natin gamitin ay pack columns or tray columns? Pack columns are usually specified when plate devices would not be feasible because of undesirable fluid characteristics or special design required. So Perry presented conditions favoring pack columns, and these are the conditions. Number one, for columns less than 0.6 meters diameter, packings are usually cheaper than the plates kasi nga malawak yung plates, yung masyadong mahal yun. Kaya kung packings ang gagamitin natin, maliliit lang yun, and then yun, mas cheaper siya. Lalo na unless alloy metal packings are required. And then the next, acids and many other corrosive materials can be handled in pack columns kasi meron tayong mga packings na made of ceramic. Next, packings often exhibit desirable efficiency for pressure drop characteristics for critical vacuum installations. The liquids tending to foam may be handled more readily in pack columns. And then the holdup of liquid can be quite low in pack columns, which is an advantage to the liquid is thermally sensitive. Ito naman yung mga unfavorable kapag pack columns ang ginamit natin. If solids are present in the liquid or gas phase, thick columns can be designed to permit easier cleaning. Kasi kung sa pack columns tayo, marami tayong mga packings, mahirap ang cleaning nun. And then next, some packing materials are subject to easy breakage during insertion into the column. Pwedeng mabasag siya pag kakalagay pa lang kasi iba ceramic. So yun. And then kapag may thermal expansion and contraction. Number three, high liquid rates can often be handled more economically in plate columns than in pack columns. Tapos ito pa, cooling coils can be incorporated more readily into plate devices. Tulad nung pinakita kanina, yung mga may coils. The low liquid rates lead incomplete wetting of column packings, thus decreasing contamination. So flooding and pressure drop. Kailangan natin i-consider yung flooding and pressure drop sa pag-design ng ating pack columns. So in a given pack tower with a given type and size of packing, and with a definite flow of liquid, there is an upper limit to the rate of gas flow called the flooding velocity. Above these gas velocities, the tower cannot operate.
yan. Dinidiscuss lang dito kung paano nakaka-affect pa yung flooding natin